As y'all come and share the video, man. So now there's a J-Lo bombshell that's out here, you guys. And according to the reports coming out of the U.S. Sun, it says, I squared up to piece of ish Diddy and told him I'll F you up after J-Lo cheated on me with him, reveals the first husband. So the first husband now is coming up. And it's interesting how these people are, you know what I'm saying, talking. It's crazy how he talking like that after Diddy's locked up, man. He didn't say that when Diddy was out. He wasn't talking that. Now, he didn't come publicly and say that when Diddy was out, though. He did not do that. So it says Jennifer Lopez's first husband squared up to Sean Diddy Combs in a blazing row after the rapper had an affair with his wife, the Sun on Sunday can reveal. In a world-exclusive interview, Ojani Noa, the original Mr. J-Lo, claims that he confronted Diddy in a terrifying Hollywood bust-up, right? This is the guy right here who said he confronted Diddy. Said he stepped to Diddy, man. Now, it says, a defiant Ojani reveals that she cheated on me with Diddy. I confronted him and told him I wasn't scared of him. Ojani also tells for the first time how Diddy threatened superstar Jennifer, who's now 57, and verbally abused her at home, leaving her in fear of her life. Right? Damn, that's crazy. So this dude is now saying that Diddy verbally, right, abused Jennifer Lopez. That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro. And he says Diddy threatened Jennifer Lopez and verbally abused her at her home, leaving her in fear of her life. Now he's a Cuban-born man, married J-Lo in 97, a year after a passionate whirlwind meeting, but they split 11 months later as J-Lo's hunger for global fame took over, right? She was looking like a whole snack back then, man. So it goes on, right? This is him when he was younger. So yeah, he looked a lot more like he looked like you know what I'm saying? He was more younger in that photo right there. You know what I mean? J-Lo looked a lot different, more reserved in that photo. But anyways, though, it says that he said that he stepped in to protect his ex-wife from Diddy. Now, J-Lo then started officially dating Diddy, now 56 years old, in 1999, but the toxic couple ended their tumultuous relationship in 2001. Now her relationship with Diddy has come into the spotlight again after he was accused of running a sex trafficking ring and convicted last year of engaging in 2 counts of transportation for prostitution. Now, this man now, Ojani, who's 52-year-old personal trainer living in Florida, today discloses for the first time the explosive moment he stepped in to protect his ex-wife from Diddy. He recalls it was the year she dumped him. He says, we were still friends, and we had decided to start over again. Everyone makes mistakes and deserves to be forgiven once. He says that she had tried to dump Diddy before, and that he threatened her and her family. God, dog, man, come on, man. Diddy, this is crazy. These are crazy allegations. So hold on, you guys. So it says he turned up to her assistant's birthday party in Los Angeles, right? Hold on one second, you guys. It says he turned up to her assistant's birthday party in Los Angeles. Right? Which Jennifer had thrown for her. And everyone was shocked, he said. He said, I went over to him and told him to leave. And he told me to back off. He asked me who I was, to which I replied, F you. I told him, he said, that he had slept with my wife. Jennifer got in between us. She said that he would leave, but he didn't. So it goes on to say, I got upset with her, and at the end of the night, she got into his car and left. The dramatic showdown at the party was only the beginning of a terrifying campaign of intimidation, right? It goes on to say, Ojani says that a few weeks later, Jennifer, who has always remained notoriously tight-lipped in public about her dark history with Diddy, called him terrified, right? After the rapper turned up at her Los Angeles home and began screaming her name. He reveals that she was scared and afraid, so I instantly left work and came over. He says, when I got there, it was pitch black and I couldn't see anyone, so he must have been hiding. As I drove in, he started shouting and telling her he knew I was inside. That's when I was fronted him up. Jennifer was on the balcony and told me not to, as she was worried. She told me that he had guns, but I told him that I would F him up. She said he was going to call the cop, or she was going to call the cops, but a neighbor must have called them as they turned up and Diddy ran away, he said, right? So it says that she had said to me before that he could do bad things, but I told him to his face that he was a coward. That's why when he was always with bodyguards with guns, because anyone could take him one-on-one. Ojani arrived in the U.S. illegally, age 15, after making a 90-mile trip from his home Cuba to Florida with 6 friends on a homemade raft. Washing dishes at a Latin pop singer, Gloria Estefan's Miami restaurant, Lario's on the beach, the ambitious 22-year-old worked his way up to becoming a head waiter. It was there where he first locked eyes with J-Lo, then 27 years old. The pair hit it off immediately, and Ojani packed up his life to move to Los Angeles to be with her. He famously asked her to marry him with a diamond ring during the crowded wrap-up party for her breakout film, Selena. Lucrative offers came flooding in from J-Lo from the entertainment industry, including a multi-million-dollar record deal from Sony Music mogul Tommy Mottola. But that meteoric rise to the top was the moment things started to unravel between the newlyweds. Ojani says everything was great and we were so in love. I was in charge of launching a nightclub in LA called the Conga Room, which was part owned by Jennifer, while she went off to make her debut album on the 6th in New York and Miami. That was when Diddy was drafted in to help produce several tracks. They knew each other before the media reported that they did. She started hanging out with Diddy more and more, and I started seeing her less and less. Then the rumors started. I still had a lot of friends working in Miami hotels who would call and say they had seen them hanging out together and leaving together. She would tell me it was just work, but then a picture appeared in the U.S. magazines of her sitting on Diddy's lap at the pool in Miami Beach Hotel. We started to fight really bad as I knew she was cheating on me. All right? Damn, this nigga went in on this article, man. He said, desperate for answers. He says he took a 6-hour flight from LA to Miami to sneak past security in the J-Lo's luxury hotel suite. He waited for hours to challenge her face to face. She was on her own, he said, but she was shocked I was there. I told her again she was cheating, and we got into a massive fight. The next morning, she went to the studio. I went back to Los Angeles. She rang me and said I couldn't do that again. As the marriage crumbled, Jennifer's public relations machine was working overtime to present a picture of domestic bliss to the world. Ojani says in an appearance on Oprah Winfrey Show, where a beaming J-Lo told millions of viewers that she was happily married, was the final straw. When we went to the Oscars and she was using me so that she could pretend to everyone that everything was okay, it wasn't, so we got divorced. It was the first of Jennifer's 4 divorces. She went on to marry dancer Chris Judd, music star Mark Anthony, and actor Ben Affleck. Something wrong with Jennifer Lopez. And I'm going to just say this. I don't give no excuse to nobody getting abused or assaulted in any way, but something's wrong with Jennifer Lopez, bro. She can't keep a man. It's like she's not stable in her situation to keep a man. She needs to analyze herself and see what the hell is wrong with you. Because you damn near 60 years old, run around like this. And this is not to shame her, but I'm telling y'all, man, when you see stuff like this, it should bother you. It should bother you when you see stuff like this. Why do I say that? Because it's true. I say it because it's the truth. Jennifer Lopez been running around here on borrowed time. Right? And don't nobody want to deal with that. No more. People tired of dealing with that shit, man. I'm telling y'all this, man. Real talk. And I feel bad if that's the truth, because that's a sad situation, but I'll be damn, man. Like, bro, this woman, every time I turn around, bro, she's into something different. It's like, I'll tell you the truth. If I was a man, ain't no way I'd think about walking down the aisle with that woman, man. You don't already walk down the aisle 4 times. You think I'm finna walk down here? You think, if I'm the family members, I'm not even going to another wedding. How many weddings are you going to drag everybody to? That still don't get no excuse if Diddy did that shit to her, which I can easily believe that is true. But J-Lo, man, I'm telling you, man, I be tired of hearing her name sometimes. I don't know why the media keep following her, man. Like, real talk, man. And I'll just keep it real with you, man. You know what I mean? So, again, man, you guys, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe, man. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. I'll be back later on, man. Y'all know what it is. Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.